In this video, we're going to talk about Google VEO-3, which has just launched image to video conversion, once again, completely revolutionizing the video production market with artificial intelligence. We're going to analyze everything in today's video, but first, leave a comment below. Have you ever seen a video made by Google VEO-3? Suddenly, someone talking to Moses, parting the Red Sea, talking to Jesus, people, their monkeys talking. Have you seen that? Comment below. And remember, if you already have a YouTube channel or looking to monetize your channel, comment below as well. Let me know if it's hard to get the 4,000 hours and the 1,000 subscribers, okay? To add value to this video, I brought in an American expert, one of my favorites. At the end of the video, I'll leave the link to his channel. It's really worth subscribing. And remember, I'm going to add my own insights here. After all, I have 12 channels, 10 of them monetized in Portuguese, English, Spanish, and German. And for many of them, I produce videos using artificial intelligence. And VEO-3, I've already made several videos about it here on the channel, is one of my only of the main tools I use for video creation. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go.
So, Google's V3 has just received a major update. Image to video with audio. So yes, say goodbye to Yeti selfies. I know no one will be generating videos of me anymore, but I hope we can still hang out together. Today, we're going to take a look at it with some tips and tricks. We'll see where it really shines, where it's lacking, and also go over a price update. I also took a look at the new AI video generator aimed directly at professionals and, well, Hollywood. But the funny thing is, we've already heard about it, well, at least a much older version of it. So, let's see where it stands today. To start, yes, V3's image to video with audio is here. Now, before this, we had a few options for image to video in V3, namely subframes to video, but that could really be hit or miss. That said, now it's here. So, let's take a look at it with a quick clip I put together. The mission has been compromised. He knows we set him up. He'll come after us. How could this happen? The plan was foolproof. Who messed up? If I may respectfully interrupt here, sir, I'd say it was you plotting on an unsecured line. Agent Jones, you hacked this line. You didn't change your password like I told you to, did you? Cute bunnies is a good password.
So basically what he's doing is he created several images separately, and in this image he set them to animate. And then since they are obviously, he created them with styles, right? With the same style, because it would be the same movie, the same narrative, characters from the same universe. So for example, I generate 20 images. Each image will have an 8-second animation, and I already have a short film as long as I've written the script properly and chosen the best possible image generating artificial intelligence. Obviously, we recommend Flux, but there's also Imagen 4, which is from Google itself, and it's amazing. And when you create an image within software that also creates videos, obviously the AI tends to see, interpret, and animate better when everything is done with the same brand, with the same artificial intelligence. But let's keep going here.
Let this serve as a quick reminder. It's probably time to change your passwords too. But overall, I mean, pretty impressive. So, actually, there were 3 Midjourney images, all using an SREF code, kind of invoking that 90s movie look. I think it nailed it, although it's a good point to mention that, you know, we did get some pushback from V3. Like, this was an image I initially tried to use for our spy, and V3 was like, no, that's Tom Cruise. I know that's Tom Cruise. You know that's Tom Cruise. There was another one I picked that looked a lot like Daniel Craig, and V3 was like, no, I'm not going to do that. Images of celebrities and the like don't really worry me. And, well, the fact is that since it doesn't let you generate it, it's not like you're losing credits.
And what's interesting, and I hope it stays this way, though I don't think it will, is that when you generate text to video, it lets you use Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Mickey, anything, just go for it. In fact, on my channel, AI Cinema, I have others, but that's the main one, which is reaching around 30,000 subscribers, and it's not even a year old. I'll even show it here quickly, right? Just to show that I'm using VEO-3, okay? If I open it here on YouTube, I've opened channels several times, and there's even a video showing how much I earn here, which, well, depends on the month, $1,200, $1,500, even $2,000 once. But look, AI Cinema, 27.5 thousand subscribers, all right? And if you look, check this out, videos with 2.7 million, 1.3 million, 1,481,000 views, and so on. Anyway, if you take a look here, look, Batman here, check this out. All created with VEO-3, right? Take a look. So what happens, this one I created without audio, just with sound effects. But if you check out another version I made, for example, this one, you'll see it has audio. Take a loop. Let's pick here. Let's pick somewhere in the middle, okay? How cool is that? You're not getting away with this. The game is just beginning, prosecutor. See what I mean? There's sound, there's video, there's Batman's voice. Check out how Batman's voice turned out. Where is the Riddler? What is the Riddler? Pretty cool, right? And you can see there's Spider-Man here too. There's the Joker. There are several famous characters that have brands behind them, billion-dollar studios involved. And it allows for that. But I generate it with text and I just type in Batman. I type in Spider-Man. Anyway, now I'm making a fight between actually a partnership between Hulk and Superman. It's working. I hope it keeps working, but I don't think it will. Now, why is it that image to video animation doesn't work? Curious, right? Either they're going to open everything up or they're going to hold it back. I believe they're going to hold it back. But anyway.
Here, and they fixed the whole issue, like giving credits back as well. So, to use image to video, or as they like to call it, frames to video, you just scroll down to this menu here and click on frames to video. You'll see options for the first frame and the last frame. Click the plus button here and then upload an image. You can generate your own image, I think, via HEYGEN. But of course, it's more fun to upload your own images. The other surprising thing, and actually, I was pleasantly surprised, is that frames to video with audio works not only on the standard VEO-3, but it also works quickly on V3. Fast, of course, being the cheaper version that only uses 20 credits per generation, instead of the standard V3's 100 credits. For a quick look at what the fast version is like compared to the normal VEO-3, this was an output I generated on V3. So, this is just text to video on fast V3.
A little extra for your wrist, Bond, in case you need to make a quick output.
And if I don't do that, then you simply have excellent taste in watches. So, just for fun, I took the first frame from that V3 output and brought it into Midjourney for a retexturization to give it a more classic 1960s Bond look. Then, using that image along with the exact same prompt in the flow, we got this quickly.
Just to be clear, he didn't create this image in VEO-3 from Google, right? The video creation tool. So what did he actually do? He uses a tool, if I'm not mistaken, called Majestic. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the name. And basically, he goes there, takes an image he already had, which, by the way, he had already made the video, but he took the image, changed the style. He could have created it from scratch too, but he changed the style, and then he brings it back to the video AI. In other words, first an image AI, and then a video AI.
A little extra for your wrist, Bond, in case you need to make a quick exit. And if I don't, then you simply have excellent taste in watches. And then, rerunning it in high quality. A little treat for your wrist, Bond, in case you need to make a quick getaway. And if I don't need to, then you have excellent taste in watches. Overall, I have to say, I'm finding that the differences between fast and quality are pretty insignificant. So, I recommend that you use the fast mode. It's much cheaper. We'll talk more about price later. I have some news about that. It's not the best news, but it's good news. Back to Operation Fuzzy Bunny. So there were 6 takes in total. In terms of generations, actually, there were 22 takes, but I have to take some of the blame, considering I ended up making a poor casting choice at the start. So, for example, this was our CIA director initially. Now, even though I didn't end up using the pirate Robert Redford from 3 Days of the Condor, great movie by the way. If you haven't seen it, watch it.
I thought about stopping here. Respectfully, sir, I would say it was you drawing an unprotected line.
You'll notice that we have some lost dialogue and, of course, the return of our distorted subtitles. But if we remove the exploratory outputs, what remains is 12 generations. So, 12 generations for 6 takes. That's not so bad. Now, a trick I wanted to mention that will, save you a few generations and therefore some money, is that with a bit of planning, you can actually get 2 in 1 output. For example, with our session chief, I was essentially able to get, 2 lines from 1 generation.
Agent Jones, you hacked this line. Cute bunnies is a good password.
Now, this might be obvious to some of you, but yeah, I mean, it works really well as long as you're thinking in the context of having 8 seconds. But again, what really keeps impressing me about V3 is the overall character work. Take the flamethrower girl. The question isn't why walk around with a flamethrower, but why not walk around with a flamethrower? I mean, she makes a pretty valid point, but again, the thing with her vocal cadence and performance is that all of this is a level above our standard methods of text-to-speech and lip-sync. Now,
guys, just look at the incredible level we've truly reached. The exceptional quality, the fluid movement, the clear voice, the precise lip-sync, and the immersive setting are all absolutely outstanding. It's at Hollywood level. If you're still watching on a little phone screen, you can pretty much fool anyone you want. It's reached a point where you can't even tell what's real and what isn't, if you choose the realistic style, obviously. If you pick a Disney Pixar style, you can pass for a professional studio, even though it's just you creating it, and you can sell it for an amazing price. Of course, since I'm making this video in Portuguese, English, Spanish, and German, there might be some loss of quality, both in the voice and in the lip sync. But check out my channel, AI Cinema, and also search for Google VEO-3 on the internet or on YouTube and watch some of the videos so you can see the level. Now, it's no use if you're just having fun, right? Making memes, laughing. First, you need to learn the tool professionally, but most importantly, think of it as a business. How can I make money with this? If there are a lot of people making money and honestly, without much effort, it used to be much harder to make this kind of video. Now, it's easier, but what's still not easy is attracting clients and making money with it. And that's what I teach in my mentorship program, Master Monetization with Artificial Intelligence. Remember, we have our members club where at level 1, you'll get early access to videos and I'll also respond to your comments sooner. But if you're level 2, on top of all that, you'll also get exclusive videos and you can ask me anything you want. You can make a post in the community with a photo and whatever you want. AI, how I'm making money, what's new basically, whatever you want to ask my opinion about, I'll answer you. I'll leave the link in the description. Continuing.
in terms of getting consistent voices, well, it really seems to work. Take our Queen Barbara Orc for example. In the few generations here, her voice stays the same. For glory, for vengeance, for...
There will be snacks afterwards.
For glory, for vengeance, for there will be snacks. Afterwards? Now, of course our Orc's voice changes, but he's also listed as Orc number 4 in the credits, so I'm not going to stress about that too much. Now, I've been using the prompt builder I put together in a previous video on VEO-3. I just updated it. If you want, you can download it or download it again on Gumroad. It's completely free. Of course, if you want to leave a donation, it's always welcome. Now, there are instructions about dialogues here. That is, assign lines using physical descriptions, not character names. For example, the one with the blonde bun, her voice is crisp and commands everything she says from then on. I think describing the character is what keeps a consistent voice for the character in different settings. Now, I have to say there are still some areas where V3 is, kind of underperforming. For X,
the famous fight scene, every video that has some kind of speed, even though I've already done Superman flying fast, I've done cars, planes, but whenever there's fighter dance choreography, things get complicated.
example, my beloved Kung Fu sequences. Your anger is a weakness. Yeah, it's all I have. Just 2 quick and important notes.
And when she's training there slowly, it actually turned out, it didn't turn out bad at all. And she breathes, does the movement, I thought it looked cool.
She's not getting very far in the Mortal Kombat tournament with that weak left hook. The other thing is, man, you're going to punch him in the ear after he's already kind of out of it. That said, I have to give props for the dialogue being all there. Although, the actual performance might be a bit lacking in energy. On the other hand, taking the same image and running it through Midjourney, we end up with this output which, admittedly, still isn't completely perfect, but definitely has a lot more energy. Although, again, at the cost of having no sound and, with much lower resolution. I guess all this is to say that nothing is perfect yet. But, by using a combination of tools, I think you can get pretty close. Wrapping up with a pricing update that, has some good news. Mainly because now they allow Pro subscribers, those on the $20 plan, to top up their credits. Previously, this was only available on the Ultra plan, which costs $250. But now, you can kind of get by with the $20 subscription and, say, spend $50 for 5,000 credits. That way, you save some money, like $70 instead of $250. So, along with the 70,000 credits you get monthly with the plan, that would be about 300 fast generations per month. Which, look, at $70 a month, it's still expensive, but at least it's coming down a bit.
That's natural with any tech tool. It gets cheaper over time. So they launched VEO-3 quality, which costs 100 credits for an 8-second generation. Then they launched fast, which costs 20 credits, so it's 5 times cheaper. Before, it was just text to video. Now there's also image to video. And very likely in a month, 2 months, 3 months, the quality option that's 100 credits will become 50 credits. And the fast option that's 20 credits will become 10 credits for sure. Do you know when that's going to happen? Most likely when another similar tool comes out, one that has voice, that has audio, and is a bit cheaper. Then Google will make a move because of the competition. But comment below, what did you think? Were you already using VEO-3? Weren't using it? Are you going to use it now? Also, are you looking to monetize with artificial intelligence? Do you already have a YouTube channel? Do you already have a business that implements artificial intelligence? Comment below. I want to know, okay? I'll leave some VEO-3 videos here for you to keep watching with me. See you in the next video. See you soon.